Hey folks, quick disclaimer about Greasy Says, my new show about being a game developer for 15 years who's brown. Okay? Greasy Says contains explicit language, adult situations, and viewer discretion is strongly advised. Right? Greasy Says is supposed to be a comedic take on what it's like to be in the gaming industry from my perspective, but I'm not out here trying to make people feel uncomfortable just for the sake of it. So, to sum it up, I have a potty mouth. Don't let your kids listen to this shit. And kings and queens above 18 only. Let's try that. All right? Lay is...
Haha, let's get this party started.
With the professionals.
Greasy Says.
I've been watching The Mist. The movie from like, what is it? Early 2000s, maybe? I would say TV horror that ended up being a movie. It should be a TV show, a crappy TV series that would run on something like NBC or something like that. But it somehow became a movie. It's The Mist. It's based on like a Stephen King novel. I started watching this shit. And you know, ever since I was like a young, a teenager, yeah, probably a teenager, is when I first got exposed to Stephen King. And I remember reading The Stand and being fucking blown away. Blown away by this dude's writing, man. But I couldn't help but think, a young, impressionable, brown kid, why the fuck is this dude so racist, though? Why does everything that Stephen King does have to be so fucking racist? Why? Why? Every black character in a Stephen King shit, in a Stephen King story, is always torn down, killed, called the N-word, you know what I mean, treated like shit, condescended to. Is like, and he's one of the best-selling authors of all fucking time. And he's just a fucking coat. He's an amazing writer. He has incredible storytelling skills. He can paint an atmosphere as thick as your fucking brown friends, you know, member. He could spin a yarn. But Stephen King always pisses me off with his goddamn racist, fucking small-minded, country-ass bullshit, man. You trying to tell me Stephen King got exposed to the rest of the world? You know what I'm saying? Like, he became a big-time fucking writer. Got exposed to the rest of the world. He can't be in no small town, small-minded way anymore. You're an international best-selling fucking author. And you still writing in this fucking KKK kindergarten-ass bullshit. You couldn't expand your mind one iota beyond your fucking small-minded, small-town American fucking white-collar, white skin, blue eyes, everybody that don't look like me, fuck you. Ass, bitch ass. What was I saying? I don't even know.
Yeah, you got a little lost right there.
You know, so another one I recently saw was The Shining. Classic goddamn movies. Kubrick with his stupid ass making that, you know, olive oil from the Popeye movies feel like shit, giving the girl a goddamn breakdown in the name of what? In the name of what? Your shitty ass movie, Kubrick? You fucking asshole. All these motherfuckers are dicks. All of these old-ass directors and writers and all of y'all, man, fuck y'all. But yo, The Shining, same thing, man. Scatman Carruthers, you know what I mean? His character basically was the one nice person, the one person who believed the little kid. The kid who had the shining. You know what I mean? He was the only man he was the only man out there trying to save people. And the first time he show up and he gets there, as soon as he get He's been rolling through the snow in a fucking snowcat. You know what I'm saying? He came out, he was in Florida chilling. He came out of his way because he wanted to save this little white boy. And as soon as he stepped on the scene, he catch an axe to his fucking chest. You know Stephen King, with his racist fucking ass, came up with some shit like that and was laughing his ass all the way to the bank. I don't know, man. Stephen King annoys me. And I know all of y'all out there love this motherfucker, but like, we can't keep letting these motherfuckers get ahead, man, because they put strange things in your brain, man. Subconsciously, as you read these stories, you start thinking like, oh yeah, black people fucking are dispensable. Oh yeah, black people don't matter. Oh yeah, we should all still fucking call black people the N-word. Oh yeah, no big deal. And then that shit lives on for generations. You pass it on to your fucking Chucky or Gimlet or whatever the fuck your little kid name is. You pass it on to him. Same shit. Some Lando Calrissian shit. Like one black dude only allowed. That's it. Finn from the new one. Only one black person allowed in Star Wars. Like, it's the same shit, different fucking day here on Greasy Says. Speaking of Greasy Says, let's bring this energy back up, man. Fuck Stephen King. Hey, fuck Stephen King. Stephen King, you can suck my what? Yo, fuck Stephen King. Stephen King, you a racist ass bitch.
You a racist.
And that's it.
Racist. You a racist.
You a clown like that shit in your movie.
Racist.
Your words really don't fucking move me.
You a racist. Fuck Stephen King.
As I was a kid and I was stupid.
You a racist.
Reading that shit, believing that shit. I was Cupid, shot in the back with a fucking arrow.
Racist.
Of your white supremacy. Fuck Stephen King.
Yo, fuck Stephen King.
Hey, welcome back to Greasy Says, the greatest video game developer podcast on the planet. Just because I talk about Stephen King being a fucking asshole, that shit bleeds into games too. You know what I mean? There's a lot of auteurs out there who are fucking racist pieces of shit, spreading their goddamn message of racism into our children's eyeballs and ears and brains.
Like Wolfenstein.
You know what I mean?
The new one, the new one where it's like Nazis in America. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yo, fuck Stephen King. Yeah.
There's Nazis in America.
Yo, fuck Stephen King.
There's Nazis in America.
I used to know this girl who I used to work with. Whenever I would do that shit, when I would feel myself, I'd be going, yeah, She'd get all fucking weirded out and be like, stop doing that. I'm like, why? Why? You over here making all this noise. You shaking your ass. You doing all the same shit, but you doing it your way and my way is gross. Why? Because I'm a dude? That's bullshit. Just because I'm an old guy can't go, yeah, what? Yeah, what? That's creeping you out? Well, I'm sorry that's cringy to you. I was here before you, so chill the fuck out. Let me do my thing. I wasn't stopping you doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? They got people like that, man. I mean, I love this person. She's awesome. But they got people like that, man. Like some of the youngsters, I hate to say it, but like, y'all think y'all are a little too cool. I remember feeling that way. That I thought I was the coolest shit. And all of these old fuckers were lame as shit, so I don't know. I guess it's par for the course. I gotta get mine. I gotta get out of the way, let these young guns shoot it up. You know what I mean? But anyway, this is Greasy Says. I'm a brown game developer. I've been doing this shit for, I can't even say 15 years anymore, 16 years. Going on 17 years I've been making games. For all kinds of people, all different types of games, all different kinds of projects. Big, small, in between. So I have a lot of experience in the gaming industry, and that's what this podcast is about. It's not just about me rambling about thoughts that I have, which can be interesting and funny, some people have told me. But it's also about how I view the video game industry and how I feel about the video game industry, and exposing some things that are broken and admiring the things that are not. It's very simple. The podcast is late. I apologize. I gave you all a beat as recompense. And speaking of recompense, right around now, right in the video game industry, people are getting reviewed. People are getting promotions. People are not getting promotions. People are talking about feedback and peer review feedback and all these little things, one-on-one meetings with your reports and meeting with your managers and all this bullshit.
Or getting laid off by Meta.
It's that time of year in the gaming industry, for the most part. So I hope, if you're in the industry, I hope you got some good news. I hope you get a little more cheddar, a little more cash in your fucking pocket. If you didn't, there's always next year, right? Maybe. I don't know. You know what? Fuck Stephen King.
Oh, fuck Stephen King, baby. Fuck Stephen King, baby. Right in the...
Silent Hill F. New trailer came out recently. And what a trailer it was. Very atmospheric. Thick with the atmosphere. No gameplay. As per usual. So it's super not done. I get that. He's just setting up a vibe. Looks creepy as frig. At least the trailer did. Loved the music in the trailer. Not surprising. Silent Hill music has historically been very good. Going all the way back to 1. Shit was awesome. Sound design as well. You can't have horror without sound design. But I will say, if you have... I'll have to look this up. Because I have a buddy who actually suffers from this. I don't know if it's high key or low key, but she suffers from this. Trypophobia. It's like a fear of lots of little holes. Yeah, you know, some people have that. They can't look at that shit. It freaks them out. Like coral or like somebody with a lot of zits or some shit like that. It freaks them out. But if you have trypophobia, do not watch this fucking trailer. Run away very quickly from this trailer because there's a ton of it up inside of there. They're definitely trying to some Junji Ito type shit. No gameplay. Again, I said that already. No gameplay. But yeah, I'm just psyched. I'm just psyched for more horror. Halloween it's over now, but Halloween's the best time of the year. I love fucking Halloween. And you know, which brings me to my next point. Halloween's over. How sad. How fucking sad. It's the last fun holiday of the year. If you're an adult. Because now it's just shitty holidays, in my opinion, for the rest of the year. Like, what do we have? Thanksgiving. All right, maybe you like it. Maybe you've romanticized Thanksgiving to a point where you think it's a good thing. But Thanksgiving generally sucks ass. Like, you jump in a car, or you're maybe not. All right, here's one scenario. You jump in your car, or you jump on a plane, and you do a long trip, and you deal with all the assholes on the way to wherever you're going. You get there, you meet a bunch of the rest of the assholes that are your family, and you guys sit around and try not to scream at each other, and just try to wait each other out so you can get through this meal and go the fuck home. I've never been to a Thanksgiving celebration where I left feeling like, man, that was fucking awesome and fun. I really want to do that again. Every time I leave Thanksgiving, I'm like, get me the fuck out of here. Or you're on the other side and you're hosting Thanksgiving, at which point you fucking kill yourself trying to make food for days, not to mention all the shopping and prepping you have to do. All for one night where all these people come over to your house, get drunk, barely appreciate the food you made, end up fighting or beefing with each other, and then leave you to do all the fucking dishes. It's a thankless job. Thanksgiving fucking sucks. Fuck Thanksgiving. And then Christmas. I mean, Christmas is cool for some people. Some people like it. It's time for family to get together. The good thing about Christmas is you usually have work. You have no work. You don't have to work. Same thing with Thanksgiving, but Christmas, same deal. You know what I mean? You're just sitting around trying not to kill each other, trying not to be bored out of your fucking skull as you wait to go home to play a new PlayStation game or whatever. You know what I mean? I mean, opening presents is cool, but how long does that last? It lasts like 20 minutes, and then it's like, all right, can we all just go get some sushi now or something? Or some ramen or something? We have to sit here and eat this ham and this turkey and all this traditional ass shit. Turkey is the worst bird, the worst meal. Like, who the fuck eats turkey except on a sandwich? Even if you cook that turkey to the best of your ability, it's still fucking turkey. Come on, man. Thanksgiving and Christmas, I'm over it. And then you got New Year's, which always sucks, right? Unless you stay home, New Year's almost always sucks. Unless you're like 18 to 25, maybe. That's stretching it. And you going out and you partying hard and you fucking getting wasted and all that fun stuff. New Year's, if you go out, you're gonna be disappointed. The shit's gonna end badly. Somebody gonna get their head bust. Some motherfucker gonna be drunk. Somebody gonna be throwing up, pissing on themselves. All kinds of awry shit is gonna happen on New Year's. It's a shit show, especially if you go to a place that's celebrating New Year's, like where I used to live. New Year's is a big fucking deal. It's a shit show. It's a shit show. Get like a handful of friends, a fucking 1 bottle of champagne, and call it a night. That's what I'm saying. And then Valentine's Day. I mean, the biggest hoax of them all. Right after. So like after Halloween, it's just bullshit until like May. So I'll see y'all in May. There's another episode that just might be me rambling about a bunch of topics because, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really feeling it as much today. And that happens sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta say, I'm gonna give it like 50% today. I'm a big, y'all know this on Greasy Says, I'm a big proponent of taking days and just being like, it's a 50% day. It's a 30% day. You know what I mean? Because we kill ourselves in the gaming industry. We push ourselves so hard. We crunch. We try to go above and beyond. Especially now that remote work is so accepted. We work longer hours. We work harder, which is messed up, than we ever did in an office. Because an office is a huge fucking waste of time and energy and money. But yeah. I always tell people, other developers, younger developers, remember to take time for yourself. Remember to throw in a couple 50% days in there, because there's going to be a lot more days where you're giving 110%. So a 50% day, none of the fucking seniors, none of the executives, none of the people on top are going to even fucking know. And I'll tell you the truth, all the people on top are taking way more 50% days than they are 110% days. They just strategically played their 110% days so that they would get ahead quickly and they stay up there. But when you're up there, man, you can fucking kick your feet up a lot of the time. No bullshit. I'm not even playing. I've been in those rooms. Some motherfuckers be doing nothing all day long and getting paid for it like they doing everything all day long. So don't bust your ass too much, yo. Don't do it. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Remember I said that shit in episode 2 episodes ago, whatever. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Go back and listen to that episode. It's kind of about religion, but it's also about a lot of other things. Company culture can be a religion. You know what I mean? Company ethos can be a religion. Don't drink all the Kool-Aid, man. Just know what you're drinking. Know what's in there. Read the label, all right? Speaking of fucking CEOs and asshole CEOs and people who make tons of money and do 50%. I was watching... I've never seen this movie. I can't believe I've never seen it. I'm new to the game. My apologies. Moneyball.
Cha-ching.
Y'all ever watch that movie? It's a baseball movie. I don't give a fuck about sports, right? Normally, I don't give a shit. And I give even less of a shit about baseball. But my boy told me to watch this movie because it was made by the same person that made The Big Short, which is that banking movie, which is amazing. Moneyball was incredible. I'm not even going to tell you the plot because that's not the point. That's not why I brought it up. The reason I bring up Moneyball is our good friend, cut of the year, cut of the decade, Bobby Kotick, is in Moneyball. I was watching the movie and I'm like, he plays the owner of the, what was it, the Oakland A's or some shit? Is it the Oakland A's? It's some fucking... The Athletics is what they're called. The team is called. I don't know fucking baseball, so you figure it out. Anyway, he plays the boss, the head guy, the owner. And it's Bobby fucking Kotick. And he's barely acting. Actually, he did a pretty good job. He didn't overplay his shit. He just looked like a goof, like a doofus, like he always does. But he was wearing his fucking Cosby white sweater. So he was playing that Cosby white sweater shit from way back when Moneyball was made. What is up with that white sweater? What is up with Bobby Kotick's white sweater? What is that about? Is that supposed to be some like, I'm like a trustable dad? Or I'm super cash. I'm not going to fucking slit your throat and drink all of your blood. You're not fooling anybody with that white sweater, my dog. White sweaters, that just means you have a really good laundry service, because all the blood and feces that gets, that collects on your person from all of your dastardly deeds are just washed away really well by some lady or some dude in a very good dry cleaning business. But I'm not buying that you're some nice dad or grandpa CEO. Don't be trying that shit. I read somewhere that it was because he was like a friend of the director, and he agreed to star in the movie if the director did something for him in return. I wonder what that was. What'd you have to do?
Was it gross? Was he wearing that white sweater while he was doing it? It's traumatic, isn't it?
Hannibal Buress, y'all know I love my comedy. Hannibal Buress has a new album out. Yes, and not a comedy. Well, it is a comedy album, but it's a hip hop album. Hannibal Buress has successfully transitioned or multi-laned his way into hip hop. So now he's a comedian and he's a rapper. And I think a producer too, because I think he made some of the tracks on that record. So what's the name of the record? Let me tell you. You wouldn't know by the name that it's a Hannibal Buress record. So I'm going to tell you what it is. Let me see. It's called Eshu Tune. ESHUTUNE. Go peep that shit. It's funny. It's short, but it's funny. And some of the tracks are actually pretty damn good. I love it. I love seeing comedians do music. Just like I love seeing musicians do comedy, like T.I. trying to be a stand-up comedian. It's a beautiful juxtaposition. It needs to happen more often. And I guess I'm a game developer. I'm a musician who's trying to do comedy. But I don't have the balls to go on no fucking stage. Nah, I can never do that. Anyway, this is Greasy Says. Welcome back, all my greasy people out there. Remember to tell all your friends about Greasy Says. Remember to repost and re-share all of my clips that I put out there. I really appreciate it. It helps spread the word. It helps it grow. We recently have listeners from India and Greece and shit like that. So keep spreading the word of Greasy Says. Hit him up on fucking social medias, on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook under Greasy Says. Follow me on Twitter under M_CUE. That's M-Cue. Go check out my Bandcamp and my Soundcloud. That's under M-Cue, M-CUE. And yeah, just spread the word. Help me grow this fucking thing. We almost done with season 2. It's been 2 years of Greasy Says. This is crazy. Again, sorry the episode is late. I hope I make y'all laugh this episode so it makes up for it. And let's keep it moving. Here on Greasy Says, we sometimes do this thing called Dope or Dumb, where I talk about whether something is dope or kind of dumb.
Dope or dumb?
Thanksgiving. It's dumb as fuck.
Remember that game?
Damn, that was cold.
Remember that game? Now that I'm thinking about Thanksgiving and all the fucking hard work that goes into Thanksgiving, especially if you're cooking. I cook a lot. All right. If you go on fucking social media on TikTok and look at my fucking TikToks, I got TikToks of me just cooking. It's called Greasy Feeds. I cook all the fucking time. I'm a good ass cook. I'll tell you that right now. And I often cook for the family. And there have been occasions where I dared to cook for like a bigger gathering of 15 people or something, 20 people or whatever. Maybe not 20. That might be pushing it. But anyway, I've done the family gatherings like Thanksgiving and cooked for that. Maybe it wasn't for Thanksgiving, but it was definitely on that level of, family holiday. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of prep, like I was saying earlier. But it just started reminding me of this classic game. Y'all probably played it. Cooking Mama. I played this shit back on the DS, I think. I even got my girl to get into it at the time, and she don't usually play games. We used to be playing that shit so hard. You know how much shit I learned from Cooking Mama? For real? Like, This is a game that actually teaching you life skills, son. You know what I mean? Cooking Mama is a goddamn educational masterpiece. All right? Peep, let me show you. Cooking Mama shows you how to properly rinse rice. All right? How to properly chop onions. Yo, I learned how to chop onions, how I chop onions today from Cooking Mama. She do the shit just like the chefs do, where you cut the onion in half and then you do slits down the whole onion and then you turn the onion sideways and you chop that, and that's how you get diced onions. I didn't learn that from no cooking show. I didn't learn that from fucking Emerald Lagasse or Bon Appetit magazine. I learned that shit from Cooking Mama. All right? She's the real teacher out here in these streets. All right? All these TikTok videos of bitches cooking and these motherfuckers cooking up all this shit all fancy. They don't teach you the same way that Cooking Mama taught you. You actually doing it. You're doing it. You're not watching it. You're engaged. You're active, man. Yeah, man. What else? How to chop celery. How various dishes are made. So I just want to give props and a round of applause to Cooking Mama for being an educational game in disguise. And even though Thanksgiving sucks ass, Cooking Mama doesn't. So maybe at this Thanksgiving, bring out Cooking Mama for the family to play. They might learn something. Well, with Thanksgiving around the corner, and that time of year where we start thinking about family and being grateful and meditating on the year past, seems like a perfect opportunity to bust out a little bit of
Medicate and Meditate.
Usually on Medicate and Meditate, we're usually about being grateful, being thankful. And we could be thankful for Thanksgiving, even though I think it's bullshit. But maybe there's something we could tell the people around us that'll make us feel a little better. Something like this. I got love for you. I got love for you. But I can't eat this turkey no more. I got love for you. I know the fam wanna, but I can't eat this turkey no more. No more. No more. I can't eat this goddamn turkey no more. No more. No, the fam wanna eat it no more, but I can't eat this turkey no more. They got turkeys around my area too, man. They got wild turkeys. You ever run into a posse of wild turkeys in your life? That shit'll make you rethink life, man. That shit'll make you tense up. When you see a fucking flock of turkeys come out the bushes and his mating season, you know what I mean? Shit can get hairy. These are motherfucking mini dinosaurs running around. Anyway, thank you for joining me on another episode of Greasy Says, my greasy people out there. Remember, you can reach out to me via greasysays@gmail.com if you have questions or you want to just write into the show anonymously. I won't say who you are if you don't want to, whatever. I'm cool. Just tell me you don't want me to say who you are. And ask me questions, send me articles, send me games I should check out. Tell me what you're playing, and I'll talk about them on listener comment section. Yep, hit me up on social media and all those things, Greasy Says. And thank you again for listening. I'll see y'all hopefully on time in the next episode. We'll see what happens. Greasy people, thanks for coming out. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, give me that feedback. And until next time, it's me,
Greasy.
and I'm checking out with the room key.
Waiters.